Welcome to Fun and Games Side Quests. Every episode is a different host sharing a video game they love and why they love it.
Hello! This is Shirley Blazen, comedian, burlesque performer, and OG e-girl coming out of Chicago, Illinois. I'm the founder of the slapstick burlesque troupe, The Screwbells, and I am guesting here on the Fun and Games podcast with a side quest to talk about River City Girls and just how bitchin' it is. I am a lifelong fan of video games, blowing into the NES cartridge as soon as I could walk, and I love fighting games, platformers, RPGs, and I just found this delightful game when I was bippin' and boppin' around the Nintendo eStore. I play it on the Switch, but you can snag a copy on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Windows, and Steam. This is from WayForward and Arc Systems work, and this was made in 2019. It's 2022 now, and I am still playing this. What is River City Girls? It takes place in the most colorful, juiciest 16-bit landscape of River City. And we find our high school heroes, Kyoko and Misako, in detention, where they receive a text with photos of their boyfriends being kidnapped into a van. Their boyfriends, Ricky and Kunio. If you've ever played the Kunio-kun series, this is from that world. Ricky and Kunio are their boyfriends, but our heroes for this game are the best, Kyoko and Misako. Once they get this photo, they jump into action to find their boyfriends and save them from whoever kidnapped them. So you got these two, Misako, Kyoko. Misako is like this angsty, smart aleck. Kyoko is like bubbly and aloof. And they've been besties for years. And what the fun thing is, throughout the game, we see people from their childhood become their rivals. And it's just a joy to see how it all comes together. So you can choose Kyoko and Misako as your player, throughout the game. Or if you've got a buddy, you can play co-op with both of them. And seriously, you will want to, because this is so much fun. It's a beat 'em up, just like Streets of Rage, but like really lighthearted and goofy, and it does have like those seriously badass weapons that you'd expect from a beat 'em up game, like a bike chain. But while we're at it, they give us a yo-yo that can pack some major damage, and it is so fun just to yo, knock the bad guys out left and right. And in the most fun part, weapons aside, but the absolute most fun is just the beating them up, killer special attacks and combos to just slay everyone left, right, up, down, left, right, A, B. Slaying everyone. And if you have the Rumble pack, Rumble enabled, it is the most satisfying gameplay I have ever encountered. Game aside, just the gameplay itself, once you have that Rumble and you are left, right, up, down, you are in for a fun time. As you're playing, you level up, you can buy more moves from the dojo, you can become just a bigger and better badass throughout. And they're themed. They're themed for Kyoko and Misako. Like, Kyoko, for instance, plays volleyball, and so there are some fun moves like a volleyball set and spike that you get to level up and use. It's so cool with the combos to put them all together, and what you'd expect from a beat 'em up game. You could really get creative and have fun with it with those weapons. Spoiler alert, not only can you use volleyball themed moves, there is a volleyball you can use as a weapon. Ah! Ah! Can you tell I love this game? I love this game so much. So Kyoko and Misako, they like hoof it all over River City, and it's not just like one cityscape. There are uptowns, downtowns, school, boardwalk, every way you can imagine a city. So they're tracking down their boyfriends, Ricky and Kunio. They can beat you up, but you can also recruit enemies, so you can have an extra hand when you're battling. They're non-playable characters. You just, summon them and they help with a punch here or there when you're in a sticky situation. But it's just a lot of fun to add them along to your arsenal to boop, 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 knock everyone out in River City. There's also super fun shops. I love for getting like replenishing your health and boosting your stats. They have like super sweet accessories and foods, like very expensive but totally worth it. I love grinding in this game for money. There is just like something so fun about collecting everything. And if you are a completionist, you will want to spend all your money to get everything. Also, just because it's so much fun, all the options that they have. So there's really cool accessories to boost stats throughout the game, which you could easily interchange throughout. Like fun, girly, silly things. You can get like a coin purse, which will help you grind for money. Or like Yakuza temporary tattoos. Also like a pink, what is it called? Swiss Army knife or multi-tool. They're so much fun to switch them out and boost your stats in different ways. Knock enemies out the way you want to, and make it your own. This is you tackling River City, so you get to have so much fun. And not only is it just this beautiful 16-bit pixel landscape that you get to enjoy throughout the game, everything's punctuated by these gorgeous manga story panels. You get that like very artistic backstory that's interwoven throughout. And every time you get to one, it feels just like very enjoyable. Like you get to the rest of the story and you're like, yeah, I like this. And there's voiceover with it too. Right now it is just in English, but the voice actors that they have for it are very entertaining. I love it. I wish there were more. I would love to see a series, like an anime series with all of them. If they can, if you're out there, WayForward, Arc System Works, let's make it happen. Let's get an anime for River City. Girls, River City, I'd watch it. I'm buying into the fandom 1000%. I'm into it. And speaking of just what sets this game levels and levels above, the soundtrack. The soundtrack is incredibly addictive, like to the point where I just want to hang out in a level. Like I just want to hang there to enjoy the music, to enjoy what I'm listening to. And I mean, I can't because then I just keep getting beat up, but it's so much fun and so worth it. It is by Megan McDuffie has produced the whole soundtrack, and from top to bottom it's just this delicious blend of like these like chip tunes and kind of what you'd expect with that like Miami wave style from like a Streets of Rage, but then also she lends like really beautiful vocals to a lot of the tracks, because there is this character in the game called Noise, who was a singer, and that's Megan McDuffie. And oh my God, I just love it. And this is totally a soundtrack well worth it. If you are familiar with any of these names, they are well worth mentioning here. Chip Zell, Christina V, Dale North, Nate Wants to Battle, all these great people. Megan McDuffie, you have made my dreams come true. Thank you for this amazing soundtrack and score for this game. You are going to want that soundtrack. You really are. So yeah, I'm sidetracked. I'm on a side quest right now. Okay. So once you have the game beat, you have more options. You have more options to complete the game in ways that you would not have if you hadn't completed it first time. So go ahead and do it a second, third, fourth time. You're going to want to. You can play the biggest win that you get, other than the satisfaction. You get to play as Ricky and Kunio, so you get 2 more characters to replay this game as. And same way with Kyoko Masako, you buy moves, you buy accessories, whatever, you just play through the game, and it is even more fun to play as Ricky and Kunio because you get just like this extra shot at winning the game, but as this totally new person. And I love it. At first I was like, why would I want to play with Ricky and Kunio? I have to, I'm a Kyoko fan, but playing as Ricky and Kunio, I was like, what? This is like a totally different game, even more fun because I get to learn these new combos. You're going to want to play again as either Ricky or Kunio so you can complete the game. You can also do New Game Plus, which is great because there's even more to complete there. You run through the game again, okay? But you can play it a bunch. You can get that 100% completion if you're that kind of person that wants the coveted 100%. Well worth it. You get to play and play again to collect things and get that. The biggest secret I have right now, it's not a secret anymore because it's on the Fun and Games podcast. I have beaten this story twice already. I'm on my third. And I am so excited. I do not want it to end. If that is any indication of just how much fun this game is, what a joy I have when playing it. And I know you will too. So get it while you can. River City Girls, play it now. And if you find yourself in love with it, which I know you will, River City Girls 2 comes out summer of 2022. So that is right around the corner. And I am drooling and chomping at the bit. I want that River City Girls 2 like yesterday. So start with River City Girls. Again, you can get it on the Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, and on Steam. It is available to you. You're going to want it. If you want like an SNES kind of like version of River City Girls with Ricky and Kunio tied in, not exactly the same, but if you just love this beat 'em up funness with a retro vibe, you can also right now get River City Girls 0. I know that's out on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, you can get that at the eStore. You can enjoy that. But first of all, these are just great reasons to go ahead, start with River City Girls. And if you are finding yourself loving it or need a hand, just holler at me. I'm Shirley Blazen, but I just hope this side quest has given you what you need to have some fun. All a great reason to pick up your controller and start. Just start on another fabulous adventure with River City Girls. Okay, I've exhausted you with so much delightful facts about my favorite game. I'm going to scoot on out of here, boot up my Switch, and play again. This is Shirley Blazen, the oh so amazing, and I am telling you to stop whatever you are doing. Stop it. I mean, you can finish the rest of this. Stop what you're doing and play River City Girls. You're going to have so much fun. Grab that controller, and I'm going to wish you happy gaming.
Nostalgia is one of the strongest forces in the human psyche and is responsible for the continued existence of some of our favorite fandoms. From the minds behind the Dole Up and Dreams podcast and Isolation Cast Voices from Quarantine, Saturday Morning Confidential takes you on a deep dive into the properties that helped influence the artists and creators of today. So whether you are a Goonie, a gym girl, a Digi-destined, or you just want to return to Oz, new episodes release on Fridays bi-weekly starting January 1st of 2021, and join us on the Wednesdays after the main show for the Serial Killer Radio Hour, where we sit down with the people responsible for the toys, shows, and fandoms that you love. Now you can find Saturday Morning Confidential at certainpov.com/SMCpod or on your favorite podcast platforms. So don't forget to tune in for another deep dive into the files of Saturday Morning Confidential.
CPOV.
certainpov.com.